If you're over 50 and you find yourself tossing and turning at night, staring at the ceiling while the rest of the world seems to be asleep, you are not alone. Millions of people over 50 suffer from poor sleep. And yet, we rarely talk about the spiritual side of sleep. You might have tried sleeping pills, white noise machines, herbal teas, or changing your mattress, but the problem still lingers.
Why?
Because sleep is not just a physical process. It's deeply spiritual. Our minds, our emotions, our energy, all these invisible forces play a powerful role in how well we sleep. What if I told you that reconnecting with your spiritual self could lead to the most peaceful, healing sleep you've had in years? In today's video, we're going deep, not into science, but into soul. We'll explore ancient and modern spiritual practices that can help you sleep better if you're over 50. These are not religious rules or rituals, but universal methods that connect your body, mind, and spirit, giving you the rest your soul truly craves. Let's begin by understanding why sleep gets harder as we age, and how the spirit is often the missing piece of the puzzle. Why sleep changes after 50. As we age, several things start changing in our body. Our melatonin levels drop, we produce less deep sleep, and even small noises or body aches can wake us up more easily. Hormonal shifts, like menopause in women and testosterone drop in men, also mess with sleep. But here's something many people don't realize. The mind and soul get louder after 50. You start thinking about your past, your purpose, the people you've lost, regrets, joys, and the meaning of life. All of that emotional and spiritual reflection doesn't turn off at bedtime. In fact, that's often when it gets louder. That's why sleeping better after 50 is not just about fixing your mattress or popping supplements. It's about calming your spirit. And that's where spiritual practices come in. The power of spirituality for sleep. Spirituality helps calm the noise in your heart and mind. It helps you find peace, release guilt or fear, and reconnect with something higher than yourself. When your spirit feels safe, you sleep better. Studies have shown that people who engage in regular spiritual practices, like meditation, prayer, gratitude journaling, or breath work, experience deeper sleep, wake up fewer times during the night, and even report more vivid, peaceful dreams. But this isn't about joining a religion or following strict doctrines. It's about reconnecting with your inner self, your values, your calm, and your faith, whatever that means to you. Now let's dive into the actual practices. Each of these is simple, powerful, and tailored especially for people over 50 who want to find true rest through spiritual awareness. 1. Sacred sleep rituals. Preparing the soul for rest. Long before the modern world gave us sleep apps and melatonin gummies, ancient cultures had bedtime rituals that connected the body with the soul. For example, in ancient Egypt, priests would cleanse their bodies and offer prayers to enter sleep as a sacred temple. In Native American traditions, people would light sacred herbs to clear negative energy before bed. A spiritual sleep ritual doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as this. Dim the lights and light a candle. Fire represents transformation and renewal. Watching the flame for a few moments calms the nervous system and signals your spirit that it's time to wind down. Bless your space. Say a simple affirmation or prayer like, "May this room be filled with peace. May my body rest and my soul be restored." Wash your hands or face with intention. As you do, imagine washing away the stress of the day, not just dirt. When done every night, your mind starts to associate these actions with sleep. But more importantly, your spirit begins to trust that it is safe to relax. 2. Guided spiritual journaling. Emptying the inner noise. One of the biggest reasons people over 50 struggle to sleep is overthinking. The mind starts running loops. Did I do enough today? What if I get sick? Why did I say that 10 years ago? These thoughts don't stop just because you lie down. That's why spiritual journaling before bed is powerful. This is not about writing a diary entry. It's about asking your soul what it needs to release. Try these 3 journaling prompts every night. What do I need to let go of today? What lesson did my soul learn today? What do I want to dream about tonight? Even if you only write 2 or 3 sentences, you'll feel lighter. This practice turns the inner noise into clear thoughts, and clears a space for sleep to enter. 3. Body scan with gratitude, a spiritual meditation. Spirituality is about presence, and presence is the opposite of anxiety. This body scan meditation is a beautiful way to reconnect with your physical and spiritual self. Lie down in bed, close your eyes, and slowly bring your attention to each part of your body, from your toes to your head. But instead of just noticing tension, offer gratitude to each part. Example: thank you, feet, for walking me through life. Thank you, knees, for your strength. Thank you, heart, for beating all day. This turns your body into a temple of appreciation. And when the body feels honored, it rests easier. You may even cry the first few times. It's that healing. Over time, this ritual becomes a deeply emotional release and spiritual grounding practice that gently invites sleep. 4. Breath of light, the sacred breath practice. Breath is not just air, it's life force. In spiritual traditions like yoga, qigong, and even Christian prayer, the breath is used to connect with God, Source, or the universe. This technique is called breath of light, and it's very easy to do before bed. Here's how. Sit on your bed or lie down. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds. As you breathe in, imagine drawing in light. Hold your breath for 4 seconds and imagine that light filling your heart. Exhale through your mouth for 6 seconds, imagining stress and darkness leaving your body. Repeat for 5 minutes. This is not just breathing, it's spiritual surrender. You'll feel lighter, calmer, and more ready to drift off. 5. Bedtime blessings, words that carry you to sleep. Words have power. They shape the energy around us. Instead of falling asleep with Netflix playing or your mind racing, try speaking a short blessing before bed. Examples: I am held by the universe. I release this day. I am loved. I am safe. I surrender. Let peace come over me like a blanket. Even whispering these words is like wrapping your spirit in a warm hug. You may not believe them at first, but the repetition rewires your inner world. These 5 practices are simple. They cost nothing. And yet they work like magic, because they go beyond logic. They touch the soul. And once your soul feels safe, sleep becomes sacred again. 6. Spiritual aromatherapy, scents that soothe the soul. Smell is the only sense directly wired into the limbic system, the emotional and memory center of your brain. That's why a single scent can take you back to childhood or bring tears to your eyes. Now imagine using that power spiritually. Essential oils have been used in sacred rituals for centuries, from anointing prophets to burning incense in temples. Today, you can use these ancient gifts in your bedroom to help invite deep rest. Here are the most spiritually powerful oils for sleep after 50. Frankincense, used in spiritual ceremonies to calm anxiety and open connection to the divine. Lavender, reduces physical tension and eases emotional restlessness. Vetiver, a grounding oil that pulls scattered energy down into the body. Sandalwood, known to open the third eye and deepen intuitive dreams. Before bed, place a few drops into a diffuser or rub a diluted mix on your wrists, neck, or pillow. As the scent fills the room, imagine it clearing the energy field around you, removing stress, fear, and past traumas. This is not just relaxation. It's energetic cleansing. 7. Sacred sound vibration, healing frequencies for the soul. Have you ever heard a sound that instantly relaxed you? That's not a coincidence. Sound is vibration, and vibration is the language of the soul. Spiritual sleep practices often include sound frequencies because they affect our energy field. In traditions like Tibetan Buddhism, singing bowls are used to harmonize the chakras. In Christianity, Gregorian chants calm the heart. And in modern energy healing, binaural beats and solfeggio frequencies are used to gently shift brainwaves into sleep mode. Try this before bed. Play 432 Hz music, believed to be the natural frequency of the universe and deeply calming. Listen to theta or delta binaural beats using headphones to slow brain activity. Chant or hum a calming tone, like OM, for 3 to 5 minutes. When sound bypasses the mind and reaches the soul, sleep becomes not just rest, but spiritual restoration. 8. Visualization journeys, reprogramming the subconscious. Over 95% of your thoughts are controlled by the subconscious mind. That's why positive thinking alone doesn't always work. If your subconscious is holding on to fear, grief, or tension, it will show up as insomnia. Visualization is a spiritual tool that allows you to rewrite the inner script. Every night before sleep, go on a mental journey. Not just to relax, but to speak to your deeper self. Here's one to try. The Healing Garden Visualization. Close your eyes and imagine a beautiful garden under a night sky. Walk slowly through it. Notice flowers, trees, stars. In the center is a glowing tree with golden fruit. Pick one fruit and place it on your chest. It melts into your heart. Whisper, "Tonight I am healed. Tonight I am safe." By doing this nightly, you're not just calming the mind, you're inviting your subconscious to heal and support your sleep. 9. Ancient wisdom traditions, Ayurvedic and Taoist sleep alignment. Let's turn to ancient systems that have studied the connection between energy and sleep for thousands of years. Ayurveda, the traditional medicine of India, sees sleep as one of the 3 pillars of health. According to Ayurveda, sleep between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. is most healing, because this is when pitta energy, transformative energy, helps repair tissues and detoxify the body. The hour before sleep should involve abhyanga, or self-massage with warm oil, to calm the nervous system. Avoiding stimulation from food, screens, and noise is essential to lower vata energy, which causes restlessness. Taoism, from ancient China, also sees sleep as sacred. It teaches that sleep is when your shen, or spirit, returns to the heart for rest. A disturbed shen causes insomnia. Taoist practices before bed include Qigong exercises to balance yin and yang in the body, drinking chrysanthemum or goji berry tea to cool fire energy, visualizing a pearl of light in the belly, bringing awareness inward and grounding the spirit. These traditions remind us that sleep is not just downtime. It's a sacred reunion of body, mind, and spirit. 10. Dream setting, spiritual guidance through the night. Did you know that many ancient cultures believed dreams were direct messages from the divine? While science sees dreams as mental cleanup, spiritual systems view them as sacred conversations. If you're over 50, your dreams may start to become more meaningful, full of symbols, people from the past, and strange messages. This is not random. It's your soul speaking. To work with dreams spiritually, try this. Before sleep, write down a question for your higher self. Example, what do I need to heal right now? Keep a dream journal beside your bed and write anything you remember in the morning. Over time, patterns will emerge, symbols, colors, emotions. These are spiritual guides. You can even set intentions like, "Tonight, I wish to dream of peace," or "Let my ancestors guide me in sleep." The more you do this, the more your subconscious becomes a sacred landscape of healing. 11. Spiritual disconnect from digital noise. In our modern world, we are constantly connected to everything: news, social media, emails. But sleep is the opposite of connection. It's surrender. After 50, your spirit becomes more sensitive to energetic input. Screens, notifications, scrolling, they may seem harmless, but they cloud the spiritual field. Create a sacred cutoff time. An hour before bed, shut down all screens. No texts. No news. No YouTube. This is your soul's quiet time. Replace it with silence, soft music, candlelight, or reading sacred texts or spiritual poetry. Let the soul breathe again. In that space of spiritual silence, sleep finds you. 12. Energy protection before bed. If you're an empath or spiritually sensitive person, you may be carrying the energy of others, family stress, workplace tension, global news, without realizing it. This invisible weight affects your sleep. A simple spiritual practice is to protect your energy field before sleep. Try this. Imagine a golden bubble of light around your body. Say, I call back all of my energy. I release what does not belong to me. Visualize the light growing stronger until you feel safe inside it. Doing this every night clears spiritual static and creates a field of peace where true sleep can enter. Each of these advanced practices helps you go beyond relaxation and into spiritual renewal. They are especially powerful for those over 50 because this is the time of life when the physical begins to slow and the soul begins to speak more loudly.